Bienvenidos a la semana número 4. Welcome to week number 4. So right now as you see, it's only one unit here. Unidad 3, lección 2. All right? So we click here and we are going to learn about subjunctive. Subjunctive, we really don't use subjunctive in English the way we use it in Spanish. There is subjunctive in English, but we learn it different, and maybe we don't use the name of subjunctive. But this is something that you have to talk to your English teacher. All right. So subjunctive. Now again, you should know the vocabulario before you jump to the grammar. So I'm going to click here and let's see what is subjunctive. First of all, okay, subjunctive, it's a formula. You need to have, we're going to call it weirdo verb, okay? You need to have a weirdo verb. You need to have two different subject pronoun, and you have to have the word que. All right, so what does that mean? You need to have, again, here, two subject different, number two different subject. One is here and another one is here. And then we have the word que is right here. And then you have a weirdo verb, which is this one right here. If you analyze this verb, that verb is no present, is no past, is no future. It's just a weirdo verb, right? We're going to learn how to convert a infinitive, a verb that is not being conjugated, into a weirdo verb, okay? Now that weirdo verb always go after that que, after that que. Before that que, you need to have, in this case, present tense, okay? So you have one verb here, but this verb right here have to be in present tense, and after que, you have to use the weirdo verb, which is subjunctive, okay? This verb right here is a subjunctive. Now, I want you to remember a weirdo verb because of this. Every time you gonna use subjunctive, you must express a wish, an emotion, an impersonal expression, a request or recommendation, a doubt, and ojalá. And that's why we came out with the weirdo word, okay? So again, every time you use subjunctive is because you're expressing all this, and you need to have the two pronoun plus que. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one right here. Is how you do subjunctive, right? How we do subjunctive. Again, you're gonna use subjunctive after que. Okay, subjunctive in present tense. This is how you conjugate subjunctive in present tense. If the verb ends in AR, this is the endings. If it ends in E, I, R, or ER, this is the endings. This is how you do present tense, okay? And of course, they have some spelling changing for some of the verb. Okay, every time a verb ends in car, gar, zar, gear, and gear, you have to change the spelling. Why? Just to maintain the same pronunciation or the proper pronunciation, okay? So the C becomes QU, but you still follow the endings, okay? The GGU, follow the endings. Z for C, G for J, J, and that GU for G, okay? But you still have to do the endings. Again, this is present tense, regular verb. This is verb that ends in car, gar, zar, gear, and gear. You have to change the spelling to maintain the same pronunciation or proper pronunciation. And then, of course, we're going to go with the irregular subjunctive. Irregular. We're always going to see regular and irregular, always. So, irregular. So far, I want you to, this is the one you need to know. Dar, estar, ir, saber, and ser. Dar is to give, estar is to be, ir is to go, saber is to know, and ser is to be. If um, uh, 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 if you're using a verb that you think it's regular in present tense and you might think it's present in subjunctive, it's a regular in subjunctive, that might be wrong. Okay, it have to be in this list right here. If that verb is not in this list, that means the verb is regular. Okay, because it changed. It's all depend if you're doing past tense, future tense, now we do subjunctive, so it changed. So the irregular are in this box. Now you need to respect all those verbs, then you change the stem when you conjugate them in present tense. So you're going to do exactly the same thing with subjunctive. Okay, that E change for IE, that O change for UE, all right, that E for IE, and that O change for UE or U, all right, so you have to respect the stem changing verb. And for most of them, you don't change the stem for nosotros. We go back here, and this is how you do subjunctive for irregular verb, okay? De, des, de, demos, den. We're not doing vosotros. Esté, estés, estés, estemos, estén, and so on, okay? It kind of like looks like a little bit like command, I think so, right? I don't want to confuse you, but anyways. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna give you a bunch of examples. Un momento. Okay, fine. I open a new one. A bunch of examples, and then so you can have a better idea. Okay, the video cannot be that long, so I have to hurry up. Okay, so again, I wanna express a wish for you. I have a wish for you. Okay, again, this one right here. You must have, like I say, two different subject pronouns. So in this case, I have a wish for somebody else. If I have a wish for myself, then you cannot use subjunctive, and we're gonna see that in the next, I believe next week. So right now I have a wish for you. So yo quiero que tú pases el examen de matemáticas. Okay, so I have a wish for you. So look, I have two subject pronouns, two different subject pronouns, and I also have the word que right here, and I do have my main verb, which is in present tense, and then after que I have subjunctive. Subjunctive, remember, pasar is the infinitive, and then if you go here, well, I guess I close it. Yes, I did. Okay, so if you go to the handout, it shows you how to conjugate a regular verb, right? So this is how you conjugate pasar for the two form. I'm having a hard time. Pases el examen de matemática. So, and I'm expressing a wish, okay? Remember, the word though is for you to remember when to use subjunctive, when you're expressing all this, okay? And each lesson is, I'm going to teach you each of this, each of the weirdo letter, to call it like that. I'm going to give you another example. Let's see. Luis quiere pasar el examen. Okay. Luis have a wish for himself. See? I don't see no que. I don't see no two subject pronouns, because it cannot be two subject pronouns here, because it's a wish he has for himself. All right, so you got to conjugate the main verb in present tense. Remember, the second verb have to be an infinitive, and then the noun. Now, if he has a wish for somebody else, Luis quiere que Tomás, okay, Tomás, Luis quiere que Tomás uh, haga su tarea. All right, haga su tarea. So I have two subjects, Luis and Tomás. I have que, I have present tense, and I have subjunctive right here. Now, remember, be careful with the go verb. Go verb, you have to keep that G, all right? You have to keep that G, and then you follow the ending for the present uh, regular subjunctive conjugation, okay? You still have to keep that G. I know this is going to take a while for you to comprehend this because you probably are comparing this with English and we don't do this in English. So it will take time, but after we see the lesson, you're going to have a lesson for a wish, a lesson for emotion, a lesson for doubt, a lesson for ojalá. At one point, you will get it. Okay, so far, what you need to know is how to conjugate subjunctive in present tense, irregular, regular verb in car, gar, zar, gear, all that. How to do this spelling changing, and when do you use subjunctive, which is to express all this. Okay, that's it.